Peekaboo. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blackout Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And we're live on a Tuesday, ready to do some podcasting. Find us wherever you get podcasts. The official weapon of the show is
folding chair.
And the unofficial sport,
bullet ball.
And bullet ball extreme. Just, housekeeping stuff. Doing Balls D Sports tomorrow. So this will be the last regular episode of the week. And we got a hard out in about an hour and 8 minutes, hour and 7 minutes now. So this might not be that long of an episode. Also, we have live tickets, of course, on sale. The link is in the show notes.
It is.
I have asked them to show me exactly how it's all partitioned and broken down. We have 50 live VIP tickets that were available. 36 of them are gone. So that's only 14 left if you guys are doing the math, and it may be less because I don't get the totals until midnight every night.
Yeah, refreshes later on.
So we may have to open up more tickets. I can't make the whole damn thing VIP meet and greet.
No,
so I don't.
We wouldn't have time.
Yeah, I don't know what the limit would be on that, but we'll have to figure something out with that. Try not to be rude, but get everybody in and out to where we get a picture, say hey. Give them a sign poster and move on. But yeah, so VIP meet and greet tickets are going, almost gone. I made the holiday cards. They're designed. I've addressed them. They'll be mailing them out soon when we get them. Just letting you know. So people that are still emailing in, it's pretty much too late. I got as many because I went over the 100. I went over to accommodate everybody. So there's only like a handful that aren't accounted for.
Right.
And I still need to send some to friends and family and stuff. So it's possible, but it's not guaranteed you get a card from this point on.
Right.
If you already sent an email, your card is coming. All right. I think that's all the show notes stuff for now. Let's get into the actual show stuff. Karen, banter. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Do you have any banter?
I do.
Talk to me. Banter. Talk to me. Do you have any banter?
I do.
Banter. All right, Karen. Banter away.
You have any or?
Oh, I have some too. I think we may try to do a speed round, or we'll just set a time limit, and try to get through it. But go ahead.
No problem. My first thing, and they might already have this. I just don't know if it exists yet. When are they going to make it where your glasses can ping to let you know where they are at all times? You know how with Apple, I know where my phone is. I know where my notebook is, my iPad, my earbuds. It tell me where the left one is, where the right one is. I wonder why they don't have for glasses where you could put something on your glasses, kind of regardless of what your phone is, so you can chime it.
Put an air tag on it?
Yeah, so you can chime it to be like, oh, what my glasses? Oh, they on my face. Or, oh, they in the corner.
I feel like they probably have that with Google glasses and Apple glasses, but those aren't prescription glasses.
No.
Those are just technology.
Right.
So I absolutely feel you on that.
I think it would be more convenient.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Upcharge.
Well, I just don't think people don't want to pay as much as they pay for glasses. They're
That's
already
true.
looking for the cheapest way out. They don't go to the optometrist glass place.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a big thing on the show where everybody was like, listen, you don't go to blajiggity.com. Blajiggity got their glasses.
That's where they at.
One lens free, they pay you to wear the glasses. So I don't know. I don't know if more expensive glasses is gonna catch on, but I like this idea. I don't lose my glasses very often though, because I wear them pretty consistently. But I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, and you want to go or I'll go?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll go next. I want to see the list of rejected names for Indiana Jones. You know, when they was coming up with that and they settled on Indiana Jones, what was California Smith? You know, Georgia Brown. Was there Louisiana Jenkins in the mix?
Oh, that's coming up with names.
Was it always white? Indiana Jones to me could have been a black person's name. I don't even know that that's a white man's name. He could be race swapped. French Montana. I mean, what names did they ride by to get to Indiana Jones? Go ahead, you next.
My thing is this is more of you saving my AirPods. I was in the kitchen and when my AirPods was getting loose, so I pressed it in my ear. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. But apparently I wasn't good because next thing I know, it said, doop, doop, doop. And I felt like slow comedy music as it like fell out my ear and fell down the sink. And I reached and missed and it fell in the disposal. And I was like, well, bitch, I guess you stand there because I'm not reaching down in there to get it. And Roger got it for me because I was like, when it fell in, I was like, R.I.P. Headset. I guess I'll be ordering another pair. I was like, no, bitch, you dead. So shout out to you for getting them because I wasn't reaching down in there.
Yeah, I'm not scared of technology like it's a boogeyman or something. It's not Final Destination. So I reach my hands in there, which are much bigger than yours, and just pulled it out. It's like it's not even that deep. You just reach right in there and get it.
That's true, but I was scared. I was like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah, I know. You're old, scaredy. You're basically the maid from Tom and Jerry.
That black lady. Oh, Thomas.
Yeah. I don't know why that. I mean, it's not. Just don't turn it on and you'll be okay. if you want to, you can go to the circuit breaker and turn it. Make sure that it can't turn on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
There's no reason to lose a $100 headphones because you superstitious that the fucking Final Destination shit gonna pop out of the sink.
I was like, nope. These are your headphones now. Disposal.
Did I mention this on the show? I'm not a fan of this thing where you buy a new printer and then they try to sell you a subscription for the refills on ink. No? Why are we complicating this? Matter of fact, I want to add something else. I recently, I have a meat thermometer that is Bluetooth and it comes with an app and you can like get the perfect meat every time. Okay? It's like, boom, a chicken, bone-in chicken breast. I want it exactly 165 degrees. I want it succulent. I don't want to overcook it and then shit be dry and then I don't want to eat it, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. It's the best invention ever. It was
yes,
the
it is. The best purchase you could ever made.
The Yumly meat thermometer.
We had that for years.
Big fan. Well, these motherfuckers just sent an alert through the app the other day, and the app has a bunch of shit in it for the record. So the app is like, hey, you want to make some recipes? Hey, you want to get some other appliances? Hey, like it's always trying to like notify you to do something. And half of the recipes don't use my thermometer. So it's just like, hey, would you like to make spaghetti tonight? And I'm like, I just want, and this is what I thought I was buying when I bought it. I want to plug my thermometer into some meat.
And it tell me if it's cooked right.
And I want to say, this is the temperature. And then you let me know when it's done.
Yeah, this is the meat and this is the temperature.
Seemed like a pretty simple transaction.
Right.
Don't need to add recipes to this. So they send a message through the app and it's like, we're going to stop supporting the app on the 18th of December. I'm like, okay. Well, as long as the thermometer works. And it's like, oh, and that means the thermometer will no longer be working. I'm like, because you spent all the money on recipes. No one gave a fuck about them recipes. Everyone bought your app for the thermometer, and now you telling me it's not working, and this is the future we're headed for. Yeah. All this digital shit.
People gonna buy one shit, day they're gonna be like, we ain't gonna support it no more.
Yeah, one day they're gonna stop supporting these printers that use ink by the page subscriptions and shit like that. What? The old way was better. And I'm not just saying that because I'm old. I'm saying it because the new way is a fucking hustle. It's not real.
I buy it. It's mine. The fucking end.
That's it. It shouldn't be like, oh, and then the subscription service when you need ink. You know what I should do when I need ink? Go to the store. Buy ink. Same thing I do with eggs. I don't have an egg subscription service, motherfucker. You don't charge me 50 cents per egg in my own motherfucking house like, oh, he using a lot of eggs this week. We might as well go ahead and pre-charge them. No, I'll decide when it's egg time around this bitch. And I don't like this new fangled digital bullshit because it's just, it's not real.
Hustle.
And I don't like it. All right, that's it. Go ahead.
My thing is, my next thing is you got some headlights replaced, and
I got a bulb in my headlight.
Oh, a bulb in the headlight replaced, but the bitch is so fucking bright. I thought they replaced all the light bulbs. And I was like, they got the 10,000 watt bulbs. I was like, we've had this car for years. I ain't never seen it bright. And that shit was like, boom. I was like, what kind of light bulbs they got?
Okay,
that's random. You said it had to make sense.
No, look, this is banter. And look, I can notice it too. I was like, I can see everything on this road now.
Right, the street. I was like, if the lines is faded, you ain't got to worry about it. You're going to see that fucking line.
Yeah, I was like, man, I was just out here like this.
Right.
Now that I can see what's going on, I don't know what I was thinking.
I was like, I ain't never going back to dog streets again. Fuck that.
It's like in Imagine Dragons, like in Nickelback. Because I'm asking to see if I have good taste or not. Because apparently, I think I like Imagine Dragons a lot. I every song I hear by them slaps to me. And so, I heard people are doing a revisionist history on Nickelback. Now it's kind of cool to like them again. I don't know the rules. I never was into Nickelback in the first place. But I asked that question on Twitter, and I caught a lot of judgment, a lot of strays. I never professed to be the most complicated musical taste outside of hip hop. So sometimes I just like some light fare. But that motherfucking song that they did for Mission Impossible Fallout, and
that's
the
my
song
bop.
And the song they got with Jid that opens up every episode of Arcane is fucking amazing to me.
Yes.
And I don't know how
that's my jam.
That's not the same song.
Oh, wrong song.
The song that they have with Jid that opens up
I thought the Mission Impossible song. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's the right one.
Okay.
But that shit is banging too. So they like 2 for 2 for what I know. Now I'm sure they have way more than 2 songs, and I didn't go through their discography because I don't know where to start. And I wanted to ask before I start, should I even start? Am I gonna get a lot of judgment for liking some basic ass shit? Because I feel like the basic shit be hot, but everybody too cool to admit it. It's like when people turned on Maroon 5 when they did the Super Bowl, and I was like, Maroon 5 was knocks.
My bop.
I fuck with that Maroon 5. I know the words to them songs.
The words.
I don't even really know what we arguing about right now, but everyone won't be fake. So anyway, I think I'm into Imagine Dragons. Karen?
Oh, shout out to the plug and play on Canva. I like really, really smart nerds who are like, why waste your time trying to figure out HTTP, whatever the code is. Here it is. Just plug your shit in and play. And I'm thankful for them people because I was able to make some really cute stuff that moved and all that shit. And I wouldn't have been able to do that shit by myself at all. So shout out to Plug and Play for dummies like me.
Yeah, she's talking about the if you are on our social media, you may see some videos promoting our live show and stuff like that. Those assets were made with Canva, who's not paying us. This is not an ad, so I'm gonna move on.
But I just like Plug and Play.
I understand, me too. I was watching Lioness, and Zoe Saldana is in it, and she's great in it. She's honestly
I've been hearing that. Everybody said that she's been acting her ass off.
Yeah, she's honestly an underrated actress. She's a pretty strong actress in general. Like, she's been in a lot of stuff where I thought she was really good in it. And I have to say, in hindsight, I get it, Zoe. I get why you thought you could do the blackface. You know? You had to try. You had to at least give it a shot. Who knows the limits of your acting? So when she put on the big lips and nose prosthetic and darkened her skin, and those white ladies in the makeup chair and in the director's seats and the writers said, this is a good idea, we think you could do it. I get why she believed she could do it. Now, should she have done it? Obviously not. But if we had the attitude of you just can't do it, we would have never got Tropic Thunder with Robert Downey Jr. Sometimes you just have to take that shot. You know, that was her Steph Curry heat check of acting. Like, all I do is put on blue and green skin and get billion-dollar movies.
Yeah.
What'll happen if it's black? Well, you'll get roasted and you'll never be able to do it again. You have to apologize. But you had to try, and I get it now that I seen her in Lionesses, because she be killing that role. Karen?
I saw the weirdest thing ever. I was at a stop sign trying to make a turn in the traffic, and I seen like this car towing another car with a chain. Don't ask me why. And then the car stopped, like the front car stopped, and the back car ran into it. And then they stopped, looked around. I was like, nigga, you got a whole nother car chain behind you. Nobody else hit you but that car. And then they went on up the road. I was confused.
They got out the car? Or
no, they didn't get out the car. They just looked around like, what the fuck hit me? I was like, the fucking car you got.
They ran themselves.
The car you. And what's so funny, it was a person in the front car and it was a person in the back car. I don't know what the fuck they thought they was doing.
Oh, maybe the person in the back car was supposed to hit brakes and they didn't.
Must not have, but they were like chained together.
Yeah.
So I guess one was kind of towing.
I understand they were chained
somebody
together, but
okay.
that if the person was in the back car, they must have supposed to hit brakes.
Okay.
To keep from slamming into the
them.
other car.
And it was hilarious.
Because they was probably doing some like ghetto ass towing.
Yes, I was like, what is happening?
It don't sound like an actual tow truck situation.
At all. I was like, nobody paid for this service. You call your uncle or you gave somebody a 6-pack and some cigarettes and told them to come and tow you.
I was watching, this joke is for like 7 people in the audience and they'll either get it or don't. The rest of y'all won't get it, and that's fine. This one's for me.
Okay.
Nick Chubb, the running back for Cleveland Browns, he broke his foot. Before that, he broke his leg bending the wrong way like a year ago. Woo. He came all the way back, broke his foot this year. He's had another break, I think, when he was either in college or his first year in the NFL. This dude has had some brutal injuries. And I have to say, if he don't win the medal or the award for perseverance,
Chad,
if he don't win the Prince Joshua Perseverance Award, I don't know who else could win it, because no one but Prince Joshua has come back this many times from breaks and tried to dominate. Karen?
I'm done.
I seen a dude with a sweater on that just said White Land on the back. Never heard of the brand. Didn't seem affiliated with a sports team or like a location. And I'm afraid to Google it. I'm afraid to look it up. This like the second or third time I've seen some shit lately. And I've just been like, I prefer not to know.
Ain't that the truth?
I saw a dude with a shirt today on my walk. It said, boys get sad too. And I hope it's for good mental health stuff.
Right.
But also, I don't know.
That's true.
Person like that could be like, and that's why we voted for Trump. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Right.
Stop wearing weird sweatshirts.
Right. Words mean things.
What happened to just go Panthers or whatever the fuck?
Basic shit.
Patriots.
Why can't we go back to being basic bitches?
Yeah. Now I'm looking at all y'all sideways at this point. White Land? What is it? You want to go back to White Land?
Right. You from White Land?
Is this one of these white genocide shirts I just don't know about because I don't know white people like that?
Right. This code for something?
I didn't see him hanging around no black people in that shirt. I never seen a black person with that shirt.
Right. I don't want to find out I'm in danger. I'm good, dog.
It didn't have like the White Land, the White Land Tigers. Like, nah, it just said White Land. And I was like, And the last thing is, I don't care how expensive a steak is. I still want to throw some A1 on it. I'm not saying I would throw A1 on it. I'm not a fucking Philistine.
Are you a savage?
I'm not a Philistine, okay? I said this on Twitter and Bomani texted me like, can't take niggas nowhere. And I'm like, listen, I didn't say I'd do it. But I'm a want it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting it. And what's even worse is I think I'm the hero here. I think I'm brave. I think I'm the only one willing to admit it, because I think the rest of y'all be thinking it too. I'm not saying you supposed to drown your steak in A1 sauce. I'm not even saying you got to put it on every bite. But it's because you in a nice steakhouse and you know it's frowned upon, you be like, oh, I'll just have the steak as it is. And they ask you too, like they be daring you, like, would you like anything else? And you got to be like, no, the steak is fine, it's perfect. Tell the chef my compliments. But what I really want to say is, yeah, give me a little bit of A1. And I know the chef gonna be sad and he gonna be offended. He gonna be in the back like, these motherfuckers coming in here, these broke bitches always messing up my. Okay, I understand. I just want to. I'm like, I want to do a taste test every time. Is it better without the A1? Is it better with the A1?
I can see that. That
That's
makes
it.
sense.
That's it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have had steak where you go, I don't need anything else.
I'm sorry I'm not cultured enough for you, Bomani. But at least I'm honest. And damn it, my integrity means something. All right, let's get into some of the show stuff. Man, it's been a while.
P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no.
Every time we do this segment, there's so much.
I know, like it's more.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Anyway. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Diddy, Fed seized drugs, weapons, and more from violent detention centers. So basically, they raided the jail that Diddy's in, and they seized a bunch of stuff. And this is back in November. I'm pretty sure the judge said they couldn't use some of the notes and stuff they got from him, and then Diddy tried to use that to get out of jail. Like, they confiscated my notes and stuff about my defense and whatnot. But he's still in jail. They say he's staying in there.
Oh yes.
Diddy's attorneys demand gag order to silence witness claiming to have freak off tapes. Yeah, we're at that point now where I have no idea what is and isn't real when it comes to what is being alleged.
Do not know.
On Diddy, because it's so many people and so much, and there's just nothing. We're at the point where there's probably nothing you could put past me that I would be like, Diddy would never. But also at the point where, because of that, I have to be honest and say I can't really be a good judge on what's real.
Right.
Like, if it's freak off tapes and they out there, I don't know why the fuck you are like not talking to the, like, why aren't you just talking to the fucking prosecution? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the letter cites grand jury witness Courtney Burgess, who recently gave multiple interviews claiming she's seen video of Diddy assaulting inebriated celebrities. He claimed at least 2 minors on the recordings. Burgess also said he has Kim Porter's unedited memoir and was negotiating a publishing deal with Emma. See, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Right. Like time of fun. A lot of this shit just need to be vetted. It needs to be somebody's job to actually go through this and be like, this is the truth, this is a lie, this is what we can verify. We can't verify these things.
We're in that's only gonna happen in a courtroom, for the record.
Right.
And we're at a very bad place in society right now where attention is so powerful.
Yep, it's currency.
That is more powerful than the justice system. Meaning, if this was true, this is the kind of thing I would expect most people not to fuck around about. Just because legally, hey, I've been sitting on this evidence that he actually did this stuff, and I would like to go on some podcasts. Like, that don't seem like a thing that is legal to do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I think people would do something as dumb as that. How many times have we seen the NDA violated over these past few years? And it's like, that's illegal. You're going to get sued. You're going to lose everything or whatever. But at the same time, fuck it.
Right.
Like, at least I got 15 minutes of fame. Let's see. XXL Mag said that TMZ obtained a document which was reportedly given to employees of Diddy that was supposed to be the NDA for his freak-offs. You hereby irrevocably agree that you shall not at any time use of disclose directly or indirectly to. Okay, first of all, why is there a typo in your NDA? I mean, that don't make not at any time use of disclose.
Yeah, did the
is this real?
Right, that's why I said shit need to be verified.
A lawyer really looked at this?
I don't think so. As much fucking reading as they do and proofread shit.
The doc also warns against taking pictures of filming without previous consent from Diddy, because he gonna be doing that. It's like the yearbook. They're like, don't you take a picture, we'll send it to you afterwards. It also prohibits people from doing interviews or writing books about what they may see. The agreement lasts for 70 years or the life of the artist plus 20 years after their death. Double XL has reached out to Diddy's team for who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe. Russell Simmons claims he's retired, but a Jane Doe accuser isn't buying it. That's right. Russell Simmons is in the Diddy news because he was a founder. He's an inspiration on this front. The Jane Doe accuser accused Simmons of running from the court's jurisdiction to avoid taking accountability for his actions, because you know that nigga in Bali and he ain't never coming back.
Oh, never coming back.
Doe, a former Def Jam executive, sued Simmons for rape in February. Simmons argued he can't be sued in New York because he's stateless and living on retirement visa in Indonesia. Doe disputed the legitimacy of his claims. Yeah, he ain't retired as much as he ain't coming back to face no justice.
Right.
So yeah, you can. I'm surprised he even responded.
Most people aren't even going to work with him, so you might as well. Not trying to find. You might as well be retired, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, we'll do a couple more. Matter of fact, I'll skip some of these because I don't give a fuck. Let's see. Diddy sued over wild car chase through dark New York City streets. Well, obviously that's old because he's in the dark New York City jail right now, so it couldn't be new. It was on the summer of 1996. Damn, it's open season. Everybody pulling out the shit.
I was about to say, I was in 11th grade. What is we doing here?
This nigga stole $20 from me. It's time. Get the lawyer. On a night in the summer of 1996, plaintiff DeWitt Gilmore was assaulted by defendant Sean Combs and a group of his associates, including his bodyguard, on the street in New York City after exiting the club. Plaintiff in the company of his friends Lance Calfe and Rico. Why Rico ain't got a last name? Okay, that's probably not the point. It shouldn't matter, but it really does bother me that Lance got to kill this whole government out there, and Rico's like, listen, just call me Rico. I don't think this case gonna work. He come looking for a round two. I ain't see nothing. They approached his vehicle and a Isuzu Trooper parked. Damn, it was 96.
Yes, because that's what everybody was driving.
A Isuzu Trooper.
You probably can't even find that bitch nowhere. Do they even sell it anymore?
Right. Was you singing? Was you singing No Pigeons? Was you playing Sporty Thieves?
Put it like this: if you are driving that, you are driving an official hoopty.
If you are now. Parked near the club as the plaintiff and his friends prepared to leave. Defendant Combs and his associates pulled out in a gold convertible with defendant Combs positioned in the passenger seat and his bodyguard driving. Defendant Combs initiated a verbal confrontation with the plaintiff, taunting him with derogatory language and escalating the situation with threats of violence. His words included, "What's up, bitch?" were intended to provoke and intimidate the plaintiff. Why are they fighting? Okay, I know it's a lawsuit and they gonna just give the good side, but what happened? Because I don't think, even as horrible as people say Diddy is, it makes no sense he just was riding down the street, randomly picked a car and was like, fuck it. We shooting.
Not random. There was no random there.
Yeah, I feel like they left something out. The encounter rapidly intensified as defendant Combs' bodyguard and additional vehicles carrying armed associates joined to form an entourage surrounding the plaintiff's vehicle. Defendant Combs and his associates blocked the plaintiff's car, creating a sense of immediate danger. Defendant Combs' associates brandished firearms and shots were fired. Fearing for his life, the plaintiff Gilmore with Lance Calfe and Rico as witnesses. Rico really ain't put his last name on. Were aggressively chased.
Rico's like, you ain't never gonna find me.
Right.
Nope.
Might as well call him Bob.
Right.
Were aggressively chased through the dark city streets and managed to evade the scene by accelerating through traffic, narrowly escaping a potential deadly ambush. Gilmore never pressed charges against Diddy to avoid harassment and retribution. Gilmore recently reconnected with Calfe, which brought forth new insight and testimonial evidence. Y'all said, "Oh, he in jail."
That's what's happening. That's what a lot of this shit is. He in jail, so everybody coming out with everything now.
Call the lawyer. Let's see if we can get this settlement. Let's see. Diddy is struggling to find a buyer for the LA Freakoff mansion.
You don't say.
Yeah, in addition to it being possibly a crime scene, even if everything is legal and you don't go to jail, just knowing that you're desperately selling it.
That's right.
Meaning I'm finna lowball the shit out this offer.
Yeah.
But two, everything is slippery. I'm good. Cause I know it smell crazy up in there.
You know it do. You probably have to redo the whole house. I'm not gonna be falling down the steps, falling in the kitchen. I'm good, homie.
I would buy the Bang Bros Airbnb mansion before I bought a freak off mansion.
You know what? Me too. At least I know they had standards.
Yeah, like I knew they had to have some tests and everybody was clean.
Right.
I can get a new black sofa, but there's, I can drain the pool, but the Diddy freak off, that feel like that's a funk that lives within the walls and the paint.
And it ain't never going nowhere.
Yeah. So let's see. I'll skip some of these because I don't give a fuck. Diddy's ex-bodyguard files $100 million defamation lawsuit against rape accuser. Once again, we'll see in court.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's the reason I can't really say much about the Jay-Z shit where people are like, see, he's suing. I'm like, I'm not saying that means he's guilty or innocent. Every statement, everything that has been tried by the guilty and the innocent. When it comes to these type of accusations, we'll see.
We will see.
Charges were dropped against the man accused of being Diddy's drug mule with the pink cocaine, the white boy. I think that means he cooperating. Because why they dropped the charges? They got you dead to rights. They caught you with drugs. You admitted to being the person carrying the drugs. They ain't after you. So then you just got to be like, what y'all need to know about Diddy?
Ain't that the truth? I'm not going to jail for him.
One of Diddy's anonymous lawsuit accusers has been revealed as Anna Cain, the ex-wife of NHL player Evander Kane. I think Evander Kane is a black NHL player. His wife is white, though. Or his ex-wife is white. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was that black dude. I remember him. But, yeah, she's one of the people that... the reason I say this matters is because... not because of her race, necessarily, but because I remember with Cosby... It was when famous women started putting their name to it.
Right.
That people started being a lot more considerate of the women who weren't famous.
Right. They started caring.
And that was, you groupie bitch. You just trying to get a come up. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, what? He did it to her. And then everybody changed. My aunt was like that. I think it was it Beverly Johnson? It was one of
them black.
It was
women.
A black supermodel that everyone holds in very high esteem, and she came out and said he assaulted me too. And I remember on that day she was like, he did that shit, and that she had been for a while being like, I don't think he did it. Mm-hmm. We need to listen to all the facts. Blah blah blah. Okay, it was her. And as soon as it was Beverly Johnson, I knew a lot of people that was on the fence that was like, nope, he did it. Because I remember before that, people were lying and saying it was all white women and shit. They weren't reading the articles.
No, they wasn't. We was like, y'all know these women are all types of race, but they was like, nah.
Will Smith denies any link to Sean Diddy Combs. I ain't been nowhere near that man. So, that's as solid as it gets, I guess. I mean, and the fact that he said this a week or two ago and we ain't seen like a bunch of pictures of Will and him partying, I'm going to assume he on the up and up.
Right.
Don't care about Diddy spending Thanksgiving in jail. Oh, Bishop T.D. Jakes' medical emergency sparks Diddy conspiracy theories. So T.D. Jakes was in the pulpit and appeared to have like a medical emergency and had to go to the hospital. And so then people started being like, did Diddy have something to do with it? Is it related to Diddy? Because there was a time where people were saying Diddy. Like there was a person on TikTok that was saying, Diddy and TD Jakes, they gay and they be having sex and they be at the freak offs. We never saw any proof of it. But do we really need proof on the internet anymore?
No, we don't. We do not.
Right. So I don't think these are actual. I don't know that these are actual provable facts that anyone.
Right.
All right, let's move into other news, guys. All right, that was a speed round of Diddy. Like I said, we got a bit of a time constraint here. Let's get to just some regular news. All right. Lil Wayne clarifies there's no issue between him and Kendrick Lamar. Says they spoken about the Super Bowl halftime gig. He said, I told him he better kill it.
That's good to know. I mean, I'm not trying. I'm really. I think that people were hitting Lil Wayne up online, and I don't really even think he might not even understood what they were saying. Mm-hmm. I really do think because it's a certain slang online, and if you're not up on it, you don't know what they're talking about. And he just responded. But yeah, I could see them talking behind the scenes. He was like, "Oh, I misunderstood you, dog. I'm sorry." Or whatever their conversation was, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was on his boy Skip Bayless's show, and he got asked about, I guess, the snub or whatever. He clarified, "I'll give you two answers: a general answer and a personal answer. Generally, I just believe that they, for whatever reason, I believe that it's over my head, meaning I don't know why.
Right, that's
personally the person I am. I mean, I straight look at it like you ain't there, you got to get there." Bayless then speculated on politics playing a part in the NFL's decision. Wayne agreed, but said that's another part of it. I think there's things that I can't control involved in it, so it is what it is. Additionally, Bayless mentioned Kendrick's track Whacked Out Murals, where he named Wayne in his lyrics. And Wayne said after listening to the lyrics that he believes Kendrick is a fan. I think he's a fan, like I'm a fan of his music. I think he just means he saw how much it meant to me. I think that's all he means. He didn't let me down. I told him he better kill it. Now, what's funny is he also admitted in this part, this was his first time hearing the lyrics.
Which
that's what you said.
Which means I really was like, yeah, people heard it and they just ran with it because it's like I don't really think he understood or he hadn't listened yet because the response I was, and so for me I was like, let's see. And also, yeah, the way Kendrick was rapping, he was like, I'm a fan. He was like, I'm sorry I let you down, or basically I'm sorry that you're disappointed that you didn't get selected. You know what I'm saying? But basically, Kendrick was like, I'm a fan. Like, I was rocking your shit. Like, and I'm sorry, that I let you down, because you kind of see how the internet responds.
Mm-hmm. I think the other thing is, Lil Wayne had a moment where he said some shit on Twitter that everybody was flipping back on him, where, because when Kendrick won or got the Super Bowl, everybody was like, congratulate him or whatever. And Kendrick said that only Nas really congratulated him. And that may or may not be true, but still. Wayne obviously went with the I'm hurt, I can't believe they didn't pick me, it's my city, I thought I had this, da-da-da. Not congratulations, just dry hating. So he had tweeted something about, and he may have deleted it because I'm on his page now and I don't see it anymore. Oh no, here it is. Man, much respect to the GOAT coach Bill Belichick. Not sure why they're all hating because Bill Belichick got that job at Chapel Hill. Mm-hmm. And people are not liking the pick. People are very critical of it.
Right.
But I believe it to be envy and just a bunch of folks that don't know how to simply say congratulations or nada. So say congratulations, don't say shit. A wise man once said, you can love me or hate me, I swear it won't make me or break me. Okay. That is extremely ironic that you say that when Kendrick got the Super Bowl, you were not congratulating and you were not saying nada. You were talking about don't wake up the giant after he put out Whacked Out Murals. Like, you made this a lot about you, and I do wonder, Karen, if it is what you're saying, where he just heard other people were telling him to take something personal, and
yes,
we
this
would just be high as fuck and shit. He not on the internet like that,
right? That's what. And my thing is this, and all jokes aside, if you're not aware and if you're not in tune with yourself, people around you will influence your decision. You have to know how to filter and make up your own mind.
Yeah.
And I think, with, like you say, him not knowing, not being on the internet, and on top of that, not actually going to find out, and all y'all niggas is famous, not reaching out to Kendrick directly at first. You just went on the internet and was saying things based off what other people told you.
Yeah. It's crazy because, him and Drake ain't even cool. So I don't even know why he doing this. But anyway, Chance the Rapper's wife files for divorce months after separation announcement. So, listen, I don't want to be all I told y'all so. Okay. But y'all know at the same time, I have to be able to gloat, have to be honest, okay?
Yeah,
but when I saw that man daggering on that beach,
whatever
with
that
his wife not around,
whatever that dance was,
and y'all tried to tell me that's just some culture, and I said, not Chance culture, not Mr. Super saved up. I just want them butterfly kisses or whatever. Like you know what I mean? I'm just like, it's all about Jesus over here, and this nigga was daggering on the beach with big booted women that he don't know. And y'all try to, he can't just, you being uptight. I'm not sex negative. I'm just fucking aware. Typically, when super religious people do some shit out of character like that in front of the rest of us,
people start judging, and
that's not what they wife signed up for.
For a lot of them, no.
So I just have to get my credit real quick.
Rob is right. Yep. Rob is right. Rob is right. Rob is right. Yep. Rob is right. Yeah. Rob is right. Whoop, what was that again? Oh yeah. Rob was right. Rob was right.
And for the record, if y'all see me daggering some chick at the beach and that ain't my wife, y'all have full fucking y'all should be speculating.
I think so too.
Y'all
be like, I guess they ain't together no more.
Like, I mean, at least, honestly, I feel disrespected if y'all didn't at least question what the fuck I'm doing. Y'all think I'm just reckless like that? Like, damn, this motherfucker, hey, Rod, he's a party animal. Nah. Chance was out there daggering chicks, man.
Right.
I was like, oh, that ain't good,
Y'all
man.
know that ain't in Rod's character. He is a wildflower, child. Something is going on.
And Chancellor Jonathan Bennett is one, too. Okay, so they met as children. They began dating in 2013. They welcomed their first child in 2015. They split in 2016, reconciled later that same year. In 2019, they got married, had their second daughter. I mean, it's just, sad in the way of we don't know them sad. Like,
right.
Oh, that's sad. But, for them, it might be a happy moment. They, they're kind of, divorce for a lot of people is actually a good moment.
Yeah.
It don't seem good when you're going through it, it's not good.
Right.
But a lot of times if the shit ain't working out, it's better to be out of a bad or negative situation that your kids are witnessing.
Yes.
And especially if you're just doing it for appearances to the rest of a bunch of strangers that don't have to live in your motherfucking house.
Ain't that the truth? They don't have to live with the consequences of being together, and they don't have to live with the consequences of not being together. And at the end of the day, it's not always an end. It is a start to a new life.
Right. New York State is considering creating a special hotline exclusively for CEOs to report perceived threats.
Nigga, they're CEO. Why they got to have a special hotline?
I don't even think we have a hotline for kids getting shot up at the school. I think they still got to call regular 911.
They do?
CEOs I'll tell you what, if CEOs get their own special police phone call line, it's not really beating the allegations that they're just like the rest of us and we shouldn't be cheering when one of them shot in the streets. Like, it's not helping. I'm not saying it's not fair. I'm not saying if I was a CEO, I'm not saying I wouldn't call the line, but I'm also saying it's not helping that y'all creating new special rules instead of being like, well, call 911.
Right, and I think a lot of it so that shit won't be recorded. And nope, if something happens,
It won't be recorded. What do you mean?
I'm assuming this special hotline is gonna be a hotline. You ain't gonna be talking to like the normal ass people where you be like EMS, fire. You're gonna be talking to somebody special. This is a special dedicated hotline.
You don't think we're gonna be able to get it in the public?
Right, okay. And I think that not trying to funny.
Because I kind of want to hear that. Because listen, once you make it a hotline, it's like 911. Every call to 911 is not a successful, accurate call for an emergency.
Mm-mm.
So you're going to just have CEOs calling, being like, hello, 711. I just saw two people who they were not wearing suits. And they walked about a block away from my building, and I just need some help. I don't.
I'm sitting. The call's gonna be fucking ridiculous. They're gonna be like, "Why do we ever open up this fucking? Call your assistant."
I'm at a dinner right now, and this man just used his salad fork on his aperitif, and I think I'm in danger.
I think I'm in danger. Somebody says it's gonna go straight to Commissioner Gordon. That's good.
Right. It's gonna go to fucking Eric Adams.
That's who's gonna pick up the phone.
CEO hotline, can I help you? Eric, I need some help right now, okay? You know I donated that Turkish money to your campaign. I bought them buildings. I'm gonna need you to get down here
That's why shit ain't gonna be recorded.
Okay, just letting you know right now, okay?
I found a stray cat. That's good. It's gonna be pointless shit.
I saw a man park a car and get out of it, okay? It was no one got out the car and then opened the door
helped
for someone else in the back. He was in the front of the car and he's coming towards me. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I just know I'm feeling very endangered.
I feel threatened.
Okay, just please hurry, God. Oh God, my doorman was looking at me funny today. I only left him a $50 tip this year for his bonus. Normally it's $100. Normally it's $100. Eric, I need you. Come on down. Put on your suit. But yeah, that CEO hotline is ridiculous.
Right. Just call a regular, normal 911.
Right. Like, y'all niggas don't need no motherfucking special ass.
Right. You didn't need one before.
Right. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you? All right. Let's see. What should we do next in this speedy round of the blackout tips? Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll do some Who News. All
okay.
Right. Pull up my Who News music. And have fun. News. Cooking with Kaya. You know who that is?
No, I think I might.
All right.
I don't know.
Well,
a lot of people
I would
be
say
cooking.
That's a who you don't know. So this qualifies as going into the news.
Yes.
Cooking with Kaya. She's a TikTok person.
Okay.
And there was a lot of backlash to Cooking with Kaya. This is her right here on the screen. She sing a song every time.
Okay.
So she showed us the food. You know, she got some steak, baked potato, big ass piece of Texas toast.
Okay.
Welcome to the video with
something green.
Cooking with Kaya.
Now, anything you notice about this woman, just off the rip, just off the first eye test, anything?
She got big boobies.
And she got them out.
Yes, she does.
And so she kind of got given a sexy thing going.
Yeah, and a lot of people do.
Okay, and that's her doing the recipe. She cooking some asparagus with some butter on it and some salt, pepper, and all this stuff. Now, I'm not gonna front, okay, as an amateur chef myself, these recipes are pretty accessible. They're not that complicated. A lot of times you have the ingredients around the house. Presentation might not be the greatest presentation. But I mean, you know, she looked good.
Oh, she got one of them pans that scissors. Yeah, I see. Sizzling.
Scissors. Well, dude,
sizzling.
A lot of people probably do want to sizzle with
my bad.
Anyway, so there's been a lot of people who have done kind of some what do you call it? Like copycats, you know, TikTok is
because
someone starts a trend, other people jump in. Now they want to do the trend, and now we all doing the thing.
Yeah, we seen them. I think on YouTube where people do these videos, you see them like dressed a certain way, right?
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Well, apparently, a lot of people don't like it. She amassed a following over 700,000 followers and 2 million likes on her videos in a short amount of time.
Right.
Everyone knows the Cooking with Kaya chant and the lighthearted twerk, because she twerks too a lot of times before she starts.
That's adorable.
Right. And you know, there's people doing a lot of stuff out there to get these views. I know there's men chefs that's out there finger banging chicken cutlets. I've seen that. I've seen the dude that talked with the slow, deep, Barry White voice. When I'm like, brother, it's just a recipe, but it's like, next you want to put the honey, butter, garlic, On to the tuna.
Some lady is like, yes, I do, sir.
Right, and they selling. I'm not mad at them.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm like,
whatever
hey,
your technique is,
sex sells.
yes, it does.
It's the reason everybody on TikTok look good. All the viral people on TikTok look good. I'm never gonna make it just looking like I look and not putting on makeup, hair, lighting, and shit. I just be going there like, hey man, y'all hear what Kendrick said? But if you like got, cum gutters and shit, and you ain't got no shirt on, and you be like, did you hear what Kendrick said? 1 million views. It's a physical medium. Yeah. It is what it is.
Right, and nobody complaining. That video was adorable.
Well, one video in particular caused a division amongst women online, sparking a hate train of sorts. In the clip, she rocks a black halter top and a slick back ponytail while snarkily declaring, I can take your man with this place. I just cooked for him. Showcasing the steak and potato. So we didn't get to that part of the video. It's near the end.
Okay, child. She don't know you.
But Cooking with Kaya said she can take your man.
Popped out with a brand new dude.
Maybe it's near the end. I don't know. Let's see.
This is the finished product. Let me know what else you want. And this is the finished product. Let me know what else you want.
Maybe it's in the beginning.
Girl, I can steal your man with this dinner I just skipped, bro. Take a good look.
Yeah, it's a lot of
they got mad about this.
It's a lot of women that brag about I can steal your man. Like, this is not new.
I feel like they mad because she look good.
Yes, and you're just fucking hating. Like, it don't make sense. I've been around long enough to know I hate it when I see it. Like the response doesn't make sense. She's making a video, a sexy video, which a lot of people do, and she's cooking. And if she could take your man, you need to talk to your man then.
And I know it's Who News, but I feel like I'm about to get a little bit deep on y'all for a second. In a second. But let me play one of the responses to it, because also I feel like people make responses because they want to go viral too.
Yes.
So even the responses aren't really genuine.
So I was like, okay, because she said, Cooking with Kaya is blowing up everywhere. And I was like, I don't know who Cooking with Kaya is. Let me go look up Cooking with Kaya. And y'all like get over there to Cooking with Kaya. And I'm wondering why my 16-year-old daughter know who Cooking with Kaya is anyway. Because when I see what her video is doing, and I'm trying to figure out why she was okay with telling me that I'm doing a great job cooking, because Cooking with Kaya is blowing up. And I bet not know my husband. He better know who Cooking with Kaya is. I might have to do a video on that to be like, I got this.
I think people just trying to get a boost off of the content.
Right, because it doesn't make no sense. Because the thing is, she's not the first. She won't be the last. There's all types of videos like this, and people are on her responding because she's quote unquote the it thing right now, and everything jumped. People started sharing because that was the whole purpose of it. And the thing is, she got a following. People love it. It's cute. It's adorable. Ain't nobody breaking no laws. Yeah. Like, and I really do think a lot of this is just hate, and a lot of people have insecurities, and they are fucking projecting. A lot of these responses is just projecting. This person don't know you. They don't know your kid. They don't know your husband. They don't know your man. How can they steal somebody they don't know?
We gonna lose.
Oh, she's just a girl that's cooking. She just a girl that's cooking. Because, on the outside, it may seem like that. But if you really, watch some of her videos, you will see that she's a pick-me woman. Like, she panders to men. And I think that's why women don't like her. Because women in general do not like pick-me women. Like, we don't like pick-me girls. I don't know how else to say it. Her entire platform is...
That's crazy, because
she
don't owe you no feminist praxis with her fucking content.
No, and
just don't fuck with it.
Right.
That's crazy.
And on top of that, this is just me. I think a lot of women are about as bad, and some are worse than women with controlling other women. If you have things that actually naturally draw women, because, we all aren't built the same, which is fine. But, some women are like, hey, if my man bitch, it frustrates me. I know I'm not the only woman in the world, and I know people have eyes, they look and shit like this. But I think people's insecurities and the things within them jumps out at this period of time. And, a lot of people use, a lot of women in these things, they use men as an excuse to cover the fact that they want to control another woman's body. But yet you tell people that they have the rights and the freedom, his life and all this other shit. But you don't really mean that, though.
Even using your kid is an excuse.
Yes, it's all an excuse.
If you don't know what your kid watching on the internet, that's your fault.
Yes.
That's not Kaya's fault. She don't have to. It's not like she's on there fucking. She's not doing anything that a kid can actually watch her videos. Like,
yes.
there's actually nothing in the video that's like whatever, right? Where it's like, oh, you can't watch this because she's topless or whatever. That being said, part of this, in this like deluge of hate she got, somebody leaked 2 sex tapes of hers on Twitter. So like somebody, whether it's an ex, whether it's, I don't know, but somebody out there wanted to drag, like
and
continue to drag her and embarrass her.
Yes.
And I'm, you know, my guess if it's a person with the tape, it's a man.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's her and a man in the tape. And I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like, you know, pick me, men love her, men don't. The other thing, too, with all this pick me, men, this, that, and the other, men are fucked up. So even if a person were to, like, this might be her natural, just having fun shit.
Right.
But the fact that she made a joke about taking your man, because it's obviously a fucking joke. Right. She doesn't know you.
Right.
She made a joke about taking your man, and you went to, we need to destroy this woman. Her sex tape gets leaked out there. Clearly people trying to make her life miserable about this shit.
Right.
My man better not watch, you know, her TikTok.
These
whatever.
are your insecurities, ma'am.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy stuff. And like I said, I would love to chalk it up to like, oh, everyone's having fun. They're making content based off of being fake mad at her content. But some of these people are actually real mad and being real serious and trying to attack it from like some bell hook shit. Mm-hmm. Like at the end of the day, you don't have to like it. But like the same way y'all watch some nigga with no shirt on talk about psychology and that's okay. We're not like, well, this is very woman centric. He's a choose me.
Right.
Like we just be like, yeah, that man don't wear shirts and be talking and even looking with his green eyes in the camera saying dumb shit that ain't that great. Like her food doesn't look like it's like top chef shit. It's just
right. She's at home just cooking.
People just clicking on the shit. It's just content, right?
And that's the thing. Everything is just content. And once I understood this thing, an event happens and everybody rides off of the event, no matter what it is, be it Kendrick, be it Beyonce, be it Drake, whatever it is, an event happens. And also the thing is, not trying funny, people are bored. And people who spend a lot of time on the internet, a lot of times they're bored. And when people are bored, they will find you know what, did this happen on a Sunday? Because Sunday is the day. Sunday is the day where nothing's happening online. Okay, I'm about to say, because Sunday's the day where nothing happening and people just do shit. And so for me, I realized for a lot of people, if there's not a fire, they have to start a fire. This person was minding their own business, doing their own thing. And a lot of this, in my opinion, comes from a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate, a lot of personal insecurities, a lot of projecting from men and women. But particularly women, you know, when you show these videos like, oh, you're doing this because, and on top of that, you think you're going to get something from it because you're making the video based off of what she did. These people who love her and enjoy her, they're not going to watch you. They don't give a fuck about what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so this is the part I said, you know, it might get a little bit deep, but there's a couple things happening here that I really think is interesting. One, a lot of this is in the peer group, at least what I'm seeing. A lot of this is in our age peer group, like people that are 35, 40, 45 years old. This woman is 23. And I know we're all in the pool together on social media, but this is 23-year-old shit.
Yes. And
I don't understand this like 45-year-old mentality on a 23-year-old. You know?
Right.
And it happens a lot. That like this also happened with Travis Hunter, who just won the Heisman. He has a girlfriend that he's been with since they were in like high school. He's already rich because he's got the NIL deals. He's gonna go to the NFL. He's gonna be a top 5 draft pick. He's gonna be rich in the NFL. And they have a show together that's like I don't know if it's a podcast, a video blog, whatever, but they have a show together where they're on the internet sharing about their life and relationship and stuff, you know. And they're both young. They're both, you know, 20 years old or something. And he's been very openly public about, I love her. I'm going to get married to her after I get my first year in the NFL. And so everyone is just like, don't do it. You're too young. She just with you for the money. You don't know her, because they go back to they've been together since they were kids. They've been together for years. And they go back to like her first date story with him, where she was like, I didn't really like him at first, and then we went on a date, and you know, I was like, my homegirl was like, girl, you know, whatever, and so then they're like, she's a gold digger. There are people speculating on her race. She's black and like Latina, I think, but they're like, she ain't black. This is what they do to you. There's a lot of insecurity and issues that people are putting on him.
Yes.
Right. Whether it's just whether they find him to be unattractive or goofy or whatever, their idea is a woman like this cannot genuinely be attracted to a guy like you, or A or B, you should be wanting to like play the field, not be settled, tied down, whatever. You're making a huge mistake. Now, in all fairness, they would probably tell that to most young people about to get married.
Right.
But once again, they're grown-ups.
Right. This is their life to live.
They're grown-ups, and you're very grown. Meaning you talking 45-year-old shit to somebody that honestly is a stranger on the internet and don't know you. If the people in his life that actually do know him and that girl don't have issues, you should probably drop it. If they're having relationship spats on the timeline or whatever, that's because 20-year-olds do shit like that.
Yes, they do.
Because that especially those growing up in a spotlight that never turns off. So like y'all, every one of us did something like they've been showing this video where there was like a photo op that he was taking photos with fans. She was ready to go, and they were like, "Look at her. See, she's supposed to just be there. You supposed to get up and hold the camera for him, now this shit." And I'm like, yeah, but they essentially kids. Now,
yeah.
I understand the argument of don't get married because you're too young and you're immature, but we actually don't. We just see these little clips and extrapolate a lot.
Yeah.
So it's just very weird to see grown-ups doing that, and it comes back to Cooking with Kai 23. There's a certain level that we lost something because we're all on the internet together. It's not sections of the internet, whereas before social media, you were hanging out with your peer group mostly.
Right.
So I really didn't have a reason to be all up in a 20-year-old's business. And I see the same thing with like these, like Haley Bailey, the
a lot of people
and her baby daddy.
Yeah, they've been commenting a lot about that lately. Yes.
And I know people think it's normal because it's become normalized. I think that shit is so weird and unhealthy.
Yes.
Like the fact that we can't put partitions on our commentary and our coming down on people, it feels like a furnace that needs fuel. And so we're throwing 23-year-olds in there. There's plenty of stuff to be mad about.
Yes.
Every day, from someone in your peer group, from somebody who's actually doing dangerous things. Young people making mistakes is as old as time. The thing about Travis Hunter, he's gonna be rich. She could take half his money. He gonna be all right. Like, I'm not saying I want that or nothing, but
I'm with you.
We shouldn't even be fretting over this dude. Like, he'll figure it out one way or the other. But in general, something's wrong with us that we have this gaping maw that needs to be fed sacrifices all the time, and we're down to Cooking with Kaya and Haley Bailey and Travis Hunter's girlfriend. And the same people that claim they're protecting these people, they're rooting for these people.
Right.
The Travis Hunter had a video where he's like, y'all are making my girl miserable. She's been crying. She's been drinking. Y'all are making me miserable. I love her. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all just need to leave it alone. Simone Biles is another one.
Yes.
With Jonathan Owen. It like this pattern is something I can't unsee lately. And I'm taking this time to talk about it because I find it to be a very unhealthy, unhinged mind state that has become extremely popular, and no one's stopping to be like, whoa, maybe we don't consume these people as entertainment. They're fucking humans and they're kids.
Right. And to piggyback on what you said, most people, when they reach a certain age, somebody has showed you some grace. At some period of time, somebody somewhere has showed you some kind of grace, and grace has, with the internet, it just disappears. You're supposed to come out and you're supposed to just know what to do at all times. You ain't supposed to make no errors. You ain't supposed to make no mistakes. And I've said this before and I will continue to say this again. You old ass niggas was fucking up too. The only difference was you did not have the internet. If we had the internet, a lot of our errors, a lot of our mistakes, a lot of our fuck ups would be online for the internet to see forever too. Get them grace.
Well, I think not just that, but I think that's where the insecurity comes from. You talking about a bunch of 40-year-old unhappy motherfuckers that made mistakes. They didn't work out the way they thought it was gonna work out, and they like, I gotta save this girl whose album I bought. That is like, I'm not advocating against the idea of giving some advice to some kid, some person whose life you're in.
Right.
If your nephew came and was like, I'm gonna marry her, and you like, son, you sure? That makes perfect sense to me. I'm talking about this hate hive shit that is happening.
Yeah, it's something
where people are
people.
harassing these folks into tears while claiming to support them.
Right.
Simone Biles shouldn't, and you can make an argument, she shouldn't even be on the internet. Fine, but your ass on there too.
Right.
And you're using your internet space to try to like connect with these people, and you're just fucking making their lives miserable. There's something deeper about that is so weird, where it's like, I don't feel that it's actually this paternalistic, maternalistic instinct to protect these people.
Because love will be behind it.
Right. I take it one step further. I think it is fueling the furnace of hate. I think it's just like, we need to hate Chris Pratt. We need to hate Taylor Swift. We need to hate Aquafina. We need to hate. We constantly need hate. What the fuck else is going to keep us warm at night if the furnace gets cold because we didn't put anyone in it? And it's like we're out of shit because these celebrities are not politicians.
Right.
Like, if you want to hate somebody, hate the people that are making decisions that actually affect your life. Hating some random girl that's dating this guy who knows him better than you do, I think that's just out of pocket and out of control.
Right. And also, you're getting to the point where you're getting to, not trying to find it, to the bottom of the barrel. And once you get there, is anything. It don't matter what it is. Anything has to go into the machine because, like you say, it's easier for you to waste the time and the energy and the effort on cooking with Kaya than to be fucking mad at your neighbors and your best friends and these motherfuckers that voted for Trump. It's easier to be mad at cooking for Kaya than it is to look at people and hold your politicians accountable, because a lot of people in those things take too much effort. To vote, take too much effort. It takes too much effort. It's easier for you to sit your ass online and be mad at a fucking 20-something-year-old than to actually look and be like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? There is something here that's bothering me. I need to look within myself. And I've realized this: people are broke and they don't want to be fixed. And when you don't want to be fixed, you turn it into rage. It's a lot of sad motherfuckers out there, and they have taken their sadness and their disappointments and wherever they are in life, be it they mad at their kids, their husband, they work situation, and they don't know what to do, so they go online and they fucking harass 20-something-year-olds versus trying to figure out what's the root cause of the problem that's making me goddamn miserable.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy just to think that it's crazy that we're here,
right?
And it doesn't feel like anyone's questioning how we got here and why are we here and why can't we leave?
And because it's not normal behavior.
Because it feels like that's the real battle, is that people need to say chill the fuck out. Because once people are leaking someone's sex tapes and you're like, good, got that bitch, you've lost the plot. Because you ain't protecting her, you ain't protecting your man, you ain't protecting anybody. That's just pure fucking hate, revenge. That's that's revenge porn, as they used to call it, you know. And you're advocating that to get back at some fucking stranger on the internet because you don't like the way her titties be shaking. That's an insane thing to do, and it shouldn't be normalized. And that's why we had these conversations here. I gotta wrap up because we gotta go. I gotta be on another podcast, so we gotta end this episode. I'm sorry, everybody. We'll be back Saturday for feedback, hopefully. And until next time, don't forget the live show tickets, because especially if you want VIP, they're pretty much gone. So until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, everybody.